Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn and I am your 22-year-old cash stuffer. I cash stuff for one main reason, and it's because I love the balance that cash stuffing gives you to live in the present as well as to prepare for your future. So if that's something you'd like to do too, please continue watching. Well, hi guys, I hope you've been well. Here is the money in my hands that we're going to cash stuff today. Let's count it together first. We have 150, 250, 350, 400, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 700, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85, 95, 800, 5, 10, 15, and 20. So $820 in my hands, and this has been the amount that we've been cash stuffing for basically a whole month now. And I have a lot of small denominations lately, so my fan is pretty big. Yay! Let's pop it on the tray and let's get started. Alrighty, money's on the tray. Let's begin by first putting our variable expenses for the week. So I put $100 every week into my wallet, and this is for fuel, for public transport, for eating out, and anything else that I'd like to do throughout the week. So that's great. And let's begin with our purple binder now. And I hope you've been well. I do have a announcement per se, but I will talk about it a little later. It's a big life announcement. So yeah, let us start off with our utilities and health insurance. So that gets $20.40 every week, and we just paid our health insurance plus our internet bill, so some money came out recently. So we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, $180 in our bills envelope. And I'm really liking this new system because I get to see exactly how much I pay in bills, because previously I just kept $100 every paycheck and hoped that it covered bills, but now I get to keep a closer eye on how much I actually spend. So that's great. Next is our variables, and this is an envelope I use to offset any other envelopes that I don't have. For example, recently I used to have $600 in this, but because I recently moved houses and I had to pay for cleaning costs as well as buying new furniture for the house, I took it out of this one because I didn't have an envelope that worked for it. So that is great, but now it is very sparse. So we're going to be putting in $20 in here to make it $75, and hopefully we get it back to around $500, which is a sweet spot for me. Next is for car. So if you guys know, I have been saving for a car for ages, and now I can finally say that we have paid the deposit and that we are now going to move on to paying monthly installments, and this goes towards my parents, so there's no interest rate, thank God. And I pay them $320 every month, so this is pretty much good to go. I'm going to be putting in how much was it? $80 in here. Yep, so I will be paying $80 in here. So we have 50, we have 20, and we have 10, which now makes car 150, 250, 70, 90, $305, which is perfect. So basically this is going to be for this month, actually, end of March. So we basically have it all ready to go by next time around, so that's great. I'm glad that I'm ahead. Next up is our investments, and investments always gets $180. So 1, 50, 20, and a 10. I love this one because we're paying ourselves first. This is the most I put into any envelope ever, and that's because investments is one of my main goals this year. So and 10K is the goal for the end of the year. So in investments we have 2,500, and these have been already inputted into my investments. So they're not in my bank anymore, they are invested. So we have 2,500, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3,000, 51, 52, 20, 40, 60, 70. So $3,270 in here. And we will be doing a condensing this week. So that $500 will be going back into the bank and ready for me to invest, which is amazing. Next up is vehicle maintenance. Vehicle maintenance, oops, I need to take this out as well. So just color in one icon, and vehicle maintenance gets $30 every week. You cross out 2. So we have 20 and the 10. So we have 500, 600, 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 80, 90, $820. Yay! Next 100 unlocked, which is great. Next up is our car rego, and car rego is supposed to get $25, but if you recall last week I mentioned that I've basically already met it, and I only have to pay next year because my parents have already paid for the rego for this year, so 2027. I'm gonna color in like a little bit of the icon, because actually I'm going to do a cross like that, and that's going to signify $5. I'm going to put in $5 now instead of the usual 25, just to reduce it. I want to use that extra 20 for other things, because you know money's tight and we need it in different envelopes. So I'm just going to put $5 in. At least there's some money still going in here, and hopefully not hopefully, we will still reach the goal, because we only need $100 to 2027. So we have a whole year to get $100. So we have 500, 600, 700, 50, 70, 90, 810, 30, 55. $855 in the car registration. Lovely. Now next up we have car insurance, which is the last car payment sinking fund that we have, and car insurance gets $30 every week. Got that, and I keep forgetting to pull out the tracker. Oops. So this one is 30 cross. So in car insurance we have 500, 600, 50, 70, 90, 710, 730, 740, 50, 60, 75. 775 for car insurance. And yes, I still have not looked at insurance for my car. I have no excuses, so I'm just gonna flip over to the next page. This is a new envelope that I have, and it is the hosting envelope, because I love to host, and I usually take the budget out of my groceries, but my groceries is pretty strict. I only have $400, and that is for both me and my partner. And so I've decided to make a hosting envelope, and it's getting $20 this week. I am planning to host a dinner soon for 3 of my girlfriends, so this money is gonna go towards there. Next up we have physical therapy, and yes, I just did go to the osteo this week. Love him, he's the best, and he does acupuncture, and he cracks me, and he massages me. He does it all in one. So I'm gonna put $10 in here, and it's gonna be 50, 100, 50, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, and 15. So $215 in physical therapy. And next up is Doc and Dose will get skipped as usual. And next up is Mimi, and this is when I'm gonna tell you guys about the big news. If you haven't seen my unstuffing video, you can see from here it went from 200 and now it's negative 15. Why is that? It's because we got a new cat. Yay! We wanted to get Mimi a friend before she turns 1, because you know, the older the cat is, the harder it is to introduce new cats to her. So we decided to adopt a new cat. my partner fell in love with this particular cat. I'll put him up on the screen. He's a boy. He's called Maru, and he's 4 months old. He is a black tuxedo cat, which is so cute. I actually didn't really vibe with him at first because a lot of the cats in that particular meet and greet that we went to was very, very quiet and very, very skittish, which is kind of a red flag. But my boyfriend helped open up to Maru, and Maru started clinging to us. He's a very, very sweet boy, and he loves pets, which is very unusual for a cat. So we decided to adopt him. Do they like each other? Not yet. But there's been some progress, so we're gonna change this. I'm gonna delete it later. I'm gonna cross it out for now, and we're gonna just call it our babies. Babies, because they are our babies. So as you can see, it's negative at the moment, so we're just gonna put in 10. We're gonna put in $15. Wait, what? Oh, my bad. So every week we usually put in $25 into the envelope, but obviously, as you can see, it's negative 15, so it's gonna be $10. So let me just grab a 10. Here we go. So I'm gonna put this 25 to the side, and I'm gonna put in 10 to the new envelope. Yay. Yeah, the adoption fee for Maru was $450, which is quite expensive. Mimi, we got her for like what, 200 something? So that was yeah, it is what it is. But we already just recently bought kitten food, and we bought adult food because Mimi's gonna turn 1 soon. So we have plenty of food to go around for them, and we have a bunch of cat toys and beds and stuff already. We have too much that Mimi doesn't even use, so we just gave the dot to Maru. And so other than the adoption fee, there wasn't else much to pay. And obviously I split in half with my partner. So yeah, that's great. Big news, and I'm really enjoying him. Next is gifts, and gifts usually gets $10. Just no exception this week. So I will put 10 here. We have 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. 195 in the gifts. Perfect. I feel like today is quite a yappy video, but I just have to keep talking about my cats, you know? I have grown into a crazy cat lady. Let's move on to our next envelope, the white binder. Alrighty, white binder time. And we're starting off with my favorite envelope, which is the holiday sinking fund. And the holiday sinking fund, we always put $35 recently, so I'm gonna color in half of a 40, which is 20, half of a 20, which is 10, and then half of a 10. I know it's a little more work, but I used to put random amounts in here, but now I don't, obviously, so it's kind of changed. So in here, flip it over, we're gonna put in 20, 10, and a 5. So in holidays, we have 2,500, 600, 700, 800, 50, 70, 90, 900, 10, 25, 35. That is amazing. And we still haven't really planned the holiday for the end of the year, but I think we're definitely going to go if everything goes well in terms of the world, because, you know, it's been a little crazy. So next we have the house deposit, and we are going to be putting in $50 as usual. So cross that, and cross that. $50 in the house fund. So now we have 30,000, 34,000, 1, 2, 3, 400, 50, 500, 50, 70, 85, 90. So what's that? $34,590, if I'm not mistaken. It's a big amount, which is lovely. And we can condense that so it's a bit easier to count. Next up is school fees. And school fees will be getting 35 as well, I believe. Yep. So 20, 10, and a 5. We have 3,500, 600, 750, 70, 90, 810, 830, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85. 885 in our school fund, and we're planning by the end of the financial year to put in 5,000 into my school fees. Next up is Kush Tush. Kush Tush is our emergency fund, and our goal for this year for Kush Tush is to reach 8K, and that is, I think, 3 months worth of expenses, or 6 months, I can't remember. But we're going to be putting in $50, so 35 and a 15 makes 50, and we're gonna count it together. We have 3,100, 200, 300, 400, and $20. So basically we have been putting money back in after my car accident, which is terrible and cost me a lot of money. So yeah, we are getting there slowly. Next is movement, which is my active fund for all my physical activity. I go to dance classes and I do Pilates as well, trying to live the balanced lifestyle so that I don't die early. But also because I have major back pain, and if I don't move, I know that I'm gonna be in pain. So movement gets 35 as well, so 20, 10, and a 5. It has 51, 52, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 10, 20, 30, 40, 55, 65, 70. That's a pretty good amount for movement. I'm glad that I have that amount already. Great. And next up is another new envelope, which is the houseware / furniture fund. Obviously, with the new IKEA purchase I just made, I realized I need to have a furniture fund. So today we're going to be putting in $20 for our new furnitures, because yes, I still do want to buy a lot of furniture, especially storage space for my items. So yep, that's lovely. Let's now move on to the next binder. Last and final binder of today, which is my savings challenges, and you can see that I have put a new one. Ta-da! I made it myself. Isn't it so cute? Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm planning one day to open up a shop for cash stuffing. So I tried out some new things, some prettier savings challenges, because literally all my savings challenges are boring and just are like for serious things. So I wanted to make a cute one that's not for serious things. And today we're going to kick it off by crossing out a 5. Just putting $5 into the tea party envelope. Yay! And once I complete it, it's just going to be allocated towards any random thing. It's nothing in particular, but it's just something cute to save for. Next we have eating out, which is kind of an envelope that I have been trying my best to cash stuff, and it's 10 per icon, but this time I'm gonna just cross out 1 cross instead of 2 crosses, and I'm just gonna put in 5 like so. So eating out has 100, 50, 70, 90, 200, 10, 20, 35. 235 in eating out. And again, this is not going to just be for eating out, although it might be, it might turn into my birthday fund actually. Depends on what I decide to do on my birthday, which is coming up next month. Self-care is just getting 5 as well. So we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, and 20 in self-care. Yeah, I think definitely a condensing is overdue. And next we have transport costs, which is getting skipped. And we have birthday celebrations, which is obviously for my birthday. And we've been putting in $20 every week for this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 makes 20. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, $95 in birthday celebrations. And why I say that it depends, because when I first did this and I only put 5, I was just assuming that I would have a cute date with my boyfriend, just eat dinner somewhere, and that's it. But now we kind of want to go for a staycation, which obviously includes an Airbnb, food, and whatever else that we decide to do. I want to specifically do it on a market that happens every second Saturday, and it's out in Emerald, if you know where that is. So yeah, and I might be going with my girlfriends as well. That would be lovely if I went with them. So we'll see how things go, but this one probably needs a lot more than it has right now. Next is retail therapy. I think it's getting skipped actually, so let's not bother. Next is seasonal, yes. And seasonal will also get a $5. Most things are getting 5 because of the introduction of the 2 new envelopes. It's just easier to do so. So now we have 20, 30, 40, 55. $55 in seasonal activities, which kind of will turn into my Christmas fund, basically. Next is date night, and I think it's the last one for today, which is lovely. And it's just getting a 5 as usual. So for date night, we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, $75 in date night. So excited for when we do get to have another date. But that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. I hope I was a little bit more entertaining. I tried my best to yap a little less and just focus on the numbers. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!